I've come to a hardship as far as wanting to kind of find an escape. There's been just trouble with finding a job, trouble with finding a stable home, drugs, alcohol. There was some bad times where my brother was in an accident. He was riding his bike down the hill and all of a sudden he T-bumped into the side of a truck. He had been missing for 3 days and he had been put in a coma. It really got to me. I felt like everything and everyone was against me. So I kind of tried to find my own little escape and just kind of separate myself from the world. But I've bounced back due to trying to be back in my little girls' lives. I've came to Comitis to kind of get a new start.
The goal of the Comitis Crisis Center is to restore human dignity. That just happens to be through housing people, providing clothing and food. But you know what's wonderful is when someone stands on their own 2 feet again. I actually became connected with the Colorado Symphony Orchestra through a donor that we share with the orchestra, and he introduced our organization to something called the Community Ticketing Program. And through that program, the orchestra allocates a certain amount of free tickets so that individuals that might not be able to afford to see a wonderful concert are able to have access to great music and really come together as a family and have just a time to take a breath and experience something beautiful like art. Really lifts the human spirit, really builds up their heart.
Music has had an impact in my life. I was raised up on music. My mother and my grandmother, we'd always ride in the cars and listen to their favorite songs. And big wheel keep on turning. I mean, you gotta keep going, you gotta roll with the punches, you gotta roll with the ups and downs. Big wheel keeps on turning.
The Colorado Symphony is supported by the community, so we feel it's important to give back ourselves. Since the program's inception in fiscal year 2017 alone, we gave away 5,600 tickets to the community. We feel everyone should have access to what we do regardless of, financial limitations. That shouldn't be a barrier for people getting to enjoy music. We are able to provide access and opportunities to people that otherwise wouldn't have it. We teach, we inspire people, we give people relief from things, and I think it's just important that everybody have access to that.
I see you over there, you look unhappy. Mind if I pull up this chair and see what's happening? They approached me about the orchestra basically because they've heard me sing outside, out with my kids, and we just kind of have a great time just trying to tune everything out with music, and they always hear us laugh, they always hear us singing. I figure what greater way than to go to the orchestra and show them something new, something different that they've never seen before. And honestly, it was like music to my ears.
The reality is arts are healing. And arts are something that bring dignity to people. When someone has the opportunity to self-express, it's a very important part of working through your trauma. To say, this is what's happened to me, I want to recover from this, this is what's going on in my life. And art is a great vehicle to help do that.
I've been here at Comitis for a little over 5 months. And they've actually helped out, they've opened their arms, saying, hey, we know there's something in you that you can actually strive and be out here to do good, because once upon a time life wasn't always like this. And they're just basically trying to show that, hey, everyone needs help. It doesn't hurt to ask, and it doesn't hurt to accept. I thought it was awesome. I learned quite a bit from it. It helped me to understand a lot more about different genres of music, and basically how I can incorporate it into my own lifestyle.
And what did you think?
It was great.